Hola, it is Lorraine with Balance Energize. And I guess about a week or so back, I advertised that I was going to start doing a segment called Truth, Health, and Happiness. And so today I posted a picture of me doing 30 minutes at the gym on a stationary bike. And so now I am about to take some time out to juice a few grapefruits and apples. So I'm just going to talk to you as I do this really simple act of self-love. And the truth is that it's been about more than a week since I purchased these grapefruits, and I've been avoiding or choosing deliberately not to juice them. And the question is why, right? And I guess the truth is sometimes I get lazy, or I just basically choose not to do the work. But in choosing not to do the work, I also don't necessarily get all the benefits that I say that I desire for my life. And I guess another little tidbit of truth is yesterday I had pork ribs and they were delicious. They were so good. And I didn't get like a half a rack or just have like 3 sparingly pieces of ribs. I bought a full rack. Now, what I'm happy to report is that I didn't necessarily eat all the ribs in one sitting. I did take out a slab of ribs. So this is doing some counteractive work of not necessarily making, for me, the best food choice. I can't speak for anybody else. However, I will admit that I enjoyed them and they were delicious, but it's just not something that's a part of my everyday diet. So the truth, right? So the question is, what are we defining as truth? What makes it really true? Is it our thought process? All of the self-talk that we assign to that one particular thing? Or is it based on real facts? Is it based on an action or something that's really been done? Is it based on our interpretation of a thing? And so when you consider all of those facets, then you have to really decide, like in your conversation with self, about how you're choosing to respond or react or even think about a circumstance or situation. So you keep on seeing me use this spoon. I saw this in one of the techniques. You know, they show like these different techniques on Facebook. They have these little videos, like things you should know, or and so the spoon is actually supposed to, I did it successfully this time, help you peel the grapefruit with very little effort. Anywho, so yeah, the truth. The truth is, I don't eat a lot of meat. I don't even buy it to prepare it in my house. However, I will occasionally purchase it when out and about. And yesterday, I went out to Timbuktu to visit a loved one, and I was in close proximity to this restaurant called Bones. And between having food memory and not a very supportive brother to co-sign on what I say, what I want for myself, I found myself inside the restaurant politely ordering a full rack of ribs. Let's see. spice these up a little bit to make it a little bit easier. I'm losing all the juice when I actually send it through the juicer. And I don't actually do a lot of fresh juices, because what I found is that for me, even the juice in fruits, especially like nectarines, bananas, sometimes it can be a little bit too much for me, and I can have an allergic reaction as a result of too much sugar content. But grapefruit and one apple has proven itself to agree with me. My cousin, Miss Aisha, she loves when I make her fresh grapefruit juice with, agave. Agave does not like me as well. It's a product that actually causes me to have headaches. So it's really important just to be aware of what things agree with you, what things don't, what things make you feel sluggish. I'm not always also a friend, always so amped to juice as well, because cleaning this thing is not the funnest thing as well. However, because I decided to make this video, I've already prepped my Setzi water. So one of my favorite childhood pastimes is, Mrs. Smith green apples? No, delicious apples. It was the apple that my grandmother used to peel for me every day after school in the kitchen table with the sun beaming on us, where she would take the time to talk with me. So as much as we see on social media and commercials and advertisement that health is about getting outside and being active, doing some form of exercise and burning calories, is just as much as your mental and emotional well-being. It's actually just taking the time to check in and say, am I okay, right? When X happened, or when said person expressed the following, what did it cause me to feel? And then really, kind of sitting in that discomfort and asking a lot of questions to serve as a catalyst to see whether or not how you're choosing to translate your truth, whether or not your truth causes you, your interpretation or translation of the truth causes you stress. And so being really mindful of our mental and emotional health is imperative to our overall physical health as well. Everything starts with the thought. Everything starts with a thought. So, almost done here. I remember when I was in grad school, there was this horrific news account that came on concerning a child somewhere in Chicago. And I remember it caused me to really cry profusely, cry uncontrollably. And it caught me off guard to the point where I had to call my mom and share what I heard and what I observed on television, and, discuss how I was feeling. So we're going to take a brief commercial because I need to turn my back to you and create some yummy juice in order to fill this glass vase. And so, 2 and 2, be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So what I realized is that I needed to be real deliberate about the things I gave my attention to. Everything from television programming, definitely not listening to the news, choosing to be in dialogue with people who learn to speak words of upliftment, love, and light. And I found that that had a vital impact on terms of my day-to-day, in terms of how I viewed the lens of the world, and how I showed up in terms of how I was feeling. And so we deserve to set healthy boundaries for our mental and emotional selves. Like the world will subject us to so many different things, everything from politics to education to violence. And you and I both know like the rampant list of things that is put out there in order to really take us away from investing energy into ourselves. So today, I just wanted to share my thoughts while I made me some juice, yay, and just wanted to affirm in you that you deserve to be surrounded by love and light, to hear words of love and light, and be deliberate about being subjected to only positive energy. We all know that all the negatives of the world, but what we need to hear more of is the celebration of love, of light, of excellence, of authenticity, knowing that you can create a very genuine and safe place to be you. Well, that's it. I'm Lorraine with Balance Energize, and thank you for tuning in for truth, health, and happiness. Your happiness matters. Bye. It's good. I guess I could have told you about the benefits of grapefruit. It is said that grapefruit juice, grapefruit essential oils actually helps to burn stored fat in the body. So it's kind of a way of helping the body to create heat in order to burn fat cells. It's not a bad way to go about it. How effective it is, I couldn't tell you. And that's the truth. Bye.